technical difficulties, but 20 minutes in the game score. And good afternoon. Experienced some technical difficulties, but we're live now. 20 minutes in, no score. St. Joseph's has been dominating. Lucas, what's a player to look out for on each side?
For St. Joseph's, it's definitely Brett Matos. Here's they get a chance with them.
Oh, excellent effort on the bicycle kick there by Brett Matos, the junior who's been St. Joseph's real attacking threat thus far this year, as you were about to allude to. He's been their go-to guy all year, and he's proving why right there.
Well, that would have been a goal to remember. Wonderful acrobatic effort there, but the keeper's done well to save it. Great reaction save. That's another good save from him.
And we're going to have a corner now for St. Joe's. Ball into the box, far post, punched out by Seth Strader. And now Mitchell turns it right back over. This is Jackson Taylor with it. Taylor gives it to his teammate Jojo Strobino. And now we have Rory Toomey. Back to Strobino. St. Joseph's passing it back to their defense now. And back to Toomey. Excuse me, Strobino. Into the box now. This is Matos. St. Joseph's doing a great job just controlling the ball right now. We have a chip into the box. Strader comes out to grab it. That was Trevor Lopez making a run.
Yeah, St. Joseph's very comfortable on the ball, possessing it very well. And they're getting closer and closer to finding the first goal of this game.
Seth Strader has really had to work for Mitchell College thus far. And Mitchell just simply cannot have a good string of passes. They just keep giving it right back to the Monks. Something they got to work on if they want to even have a shot on goal in this half.
You have to feel for their striker up top, Andrew Storton. Just been isolated up there. No service. Barely gotten a touch on the ball.
And Storton's going to get a talking to from the ref there. No cards issued. And we'll resume play. Long throw for St. Joseph's. Kicked out of the box, but that's going to be Strobino tracking it down.
Doing well to win a corner. They've looked dangerous from these set pieces.
It's going to be Cody Elliott to take. The sophomore from Gorham, Maine. Ball into the box. And Strader got a hand on it. And we'll do it all over again. Dangerous play there by Strader as he kind of got out of position and was a little off balance. If that ball found a monk foot, Mitchell College could have been in trouble.
Yeah, dealt with it a bit not so convincingly there, the goalkeeper.
Elliott and Lopez in the corner. They're going to keep it short. Lopez gives it back to Elliott. Elliott's chip into the box. Still in danger. And that's going to go behind the goal for another corner.
Well, what a chance it looked there for Brett Matos. I don't think he expected that ball to come through. Just hit off his head. Wasn't able to direct it, but another goal and opportunity there for St. Joseph.
Elliott and Lopez will do it all over again. They went short last time. Going to send a ball into the box this time. And a header into the back of the net. There you go. That is Brett Matos putting the Monks on the board. 1-0. 20 minutes left in the first half. And that's what they've been doing all year. It's been Matos as their main force, as you alluded to earlier. And there he is, breaking through here. 1-0.
Well, thoroughly deserved goal there for St. Joseph. Another set piece, another corner. got it into the box, and Matos just rose highest for his 20th goal of the season. And you have to feel that Mitchell are in trouble. They've been outplayed, outpossessed, outfought so far in these opening 20 minutes. And they need something to change fast.
Give the assist to Cody Elliott. And Mitchell with quite the uphill battle here, as St. Joseph's has not allowed a goal yet this season. And right away, St. Joe's pressuring again. Mitchell able to deal with it for the time being, and they'll just clear it up ahead. And here comes St. Mitchell's. That was Staunton making a run. Staunton, obviously, Mitchell's main offensive threat. But good job by the St. Joseph's back line to deal with that.
Well, they have to stay concentrated, St. Joseph. Even though they haven't had much to deal with defensively, they have to stay focused. Anything can happen in playoff soccer.
And Jose Roman will replace Staunton. And here for St. Joe's. Lopez working with it. Going up with Jaron Walter, and that ball is just going to find the hands of Strader. A little bit more of a difficult bounce than he anticipated, but he was able to deal with it.
Right now for Mitchell, it seems like their only glimpse of any hope is starting really quickly when they get the ball, try and get it direct to their forward up front, try to just put some pressure on those two center backs. So far, St. Joseph dealing with it.
Dalton Gaumer gives it to Jackson Taylor. Taylor looking for Matos, and it's intercepted for the time being, but here comes St. Joe's again. Toomey lost it. Matos making a play for the ball. And we're going to have a whistle going against Strabino as he tripped up Christian Urena. Mitchell with arguably their first real opportunity here, but instant pressure coming from Cody Elliott. Mitchell just needs a few passes to go their way, and they can try and make something of an opportunity here. William Ferguson gives it to James Shea. Shea will give it back to Ferguson. Ferguson just looking for options. Veliz to Urena. Good pressure by St. Joe's, preventing Mitchell from advancing the ball very far, and they have to pass it all the way back to their last man on their defensive line.
Good ball.
Ball up ahead looking for Jose Roman. Roman stops with it, loses a defender. That was Thambariza with it. Trying to make something of that shot, but good block there by St. Joe's.
That was much better for Mitchell. Good diagonal ball over the top, finding some space. And that was better. That was much better from them.
Gonna have a wave of substitutions coming in now for St. Joseph's. Goal scoring Brett Matos will get a rest. Ryan Buniodan. And Keenal Wetzel coming as well. And finally, Jesse Ramirez also on the pitch now for the Monks. Freezing cold day here in Medford, Mass. The game. Mitchell throw. And we're going to have a stop and play. Get Monks, and here comes Mitchell here for the time being. St. Joseph's so looking to Joseph's here, aggressive there on that. It's going to be a you don't want
have many chances. Good possession.
Simply having a hard time advancing. Kind of relying on the long ball, just territory, hoping that just
seems.
Strobino with a shot, and Strader with a save. Good effort there by Strobino. Real power behind that shot there.
Yeah, good strike from Strobino. Seemed to be moving a little bit in the air, but I think in the end, it was a save that should be made there by Seth Strader, and he did a good job just pushing it over.
Quinn Hewitt into the game now for the Monks.
Surprised they took off Matos here right before a corner, not give him a chance to get a second.
He does have quite the physical advantage over many of these Mariner defenders, given his size. Corner for the Monks, dealt with by the Mariners. We'll have a throw-in. Of course, the winner of this game will take on the Tufts University Jumbos tomorrow, as the Jumbos received a first-round bye, given their fantastic season. The defending champions with a well-deserved bye. Back to Sean Baker. What? A string of getting the ball out of danger. They're in Mar. Thrown for the Monks here. Long throw near post into the hands of Strader. Right idea, just nobody there for the Monks. No real threat there for the Mariners. Bit of a poor throw there. And Weltzel able to wind up with it. Weltzel looking to at us. Nice hands there.
Thanks.
Blake Mullen had a game from them.
Can't recall the last time that Blake Mullen touched the ball before that clearance there. It's been quite some time.
It's not the way I'm sure that's not the way he expected to have to deal with his first touch of the game. And whistle going against the Monks. Throw in for Mitchell. Jerron Walter with a poor throw. Immediately intercepted, but it finds a Mitchell player. This is TJ Condon. Give it back Quinn Outerbridge. St. Joseph's defenders just collapsing on any Mitchell player with the ball, making it difficult, but good play here by Mitchell, getting a few passes together.
Oh, there's a mistake.
Poor pass by the Monks. And that's going to force their back line into some action.
It's just that Mitchell are so far back penning their own half that when they move the ball, when they got the ball forward, they're in a dangerous position. Only one player to play to.
Nice job by Sean Baker there dealing with that pressure. Jackson Taylor up ahead. Good play by Mitchell to deal with that. They're not out of danger yet. Valise settles on it for Mitchell, and he'll give it back to his keeper, Strader. 7 minutes left in the first half. St. Joseph still leads by a margin of 1-0. Outer bridge. Condon with it. Up ahead. Poor play by Mitchell there. They had more time than they thought. This is Strobino for St. Joseph's. Give it back for Taylor. Toomey for Elmore. Intercepted by Mitchell. James Shea had 2 defenders just collapse on him.
It's a good tackle there.
And he gives the ball right up. Ramirez will lay it off. Here's Taylor. Switch sides of the field now for Baker. Strobino. Plenty of time for the Monks now. As Baker's got a bit of space. Sends it upfield. Ball into the box. That's where Elmore's waiting. Gets a head on it, but into the arms of Strader. Nice effort there by Noah Elmore. Got a good head on it. But Strader was in a great position there to make the save.
Yeah, the cross in the box, not a whole lot of pace on it, so he had to try and generate the power. Elmore probably did as good as he could have done there, but comfortable save for the goalkeeper.
And St. Joseph's gets it right back. Baker sending it back to Galmer. Baker and Galmer having a bit of a game of their own.
It's just so comfortable at the moment for St. Joseph. Just passing it around, sideways, forward.
Strobino and Taylor will finally get involved. St. Joseph's in no real rush here, obviously. Baker finally looking to move upfield a little bit. Interesting tactic here. Up 1 goal, about 4 minutes left to play. They've spent about past a minute just passing it around the back. Maybe surveying their options, looking to kill a little bit of clock before the half ends, but intercepted here by Mitchell. That was Walter. Walter lays it off now for Valise. Roman. Here's Valise. James Shea gets a foot on it. Shea tried to get around Keenan Waltzel. Waltzel hits the deck. Play on, says the referee. Much to the dismay of the St. Joseph's fans here. Toomey gets a head on it.
I think he showed good strength there.
And that's going to be a whistle as Jesse Ramirez went down. And St. Joseph's will have a set piece here with 3:30 left to play in the first half.
And Toomey wanted to play quickly there, but options just didn't arrive soon enough.
Set piece will be a little bit further out than the last one. We'll see what happens here. Strobino had a very good effort on his last set piece. Again, it's Strobino and Toomey in the area. Toomey will take it. Ball in the box. Beautiful effort by Toomey. Strader had to make a save, and it clipped the crossbar on its way out of play. We've seen 2 excellent efforts there by Strobino and Toomey on set pieces, and this game could easily be 3-0.
Well, it's another wonderful save there by Strader in goal. Just got his fingertip to it to touch it under the bar, put it up for a corner. That was a wonderful free kick. A little bit of swerve, a little bit of knuckle.
Mitchell Sear into the game for the Monks. Another corner opportunity. Ramirez's ball, far post. And Mitchell looking to run with it. That was Christian Urena, who had it knocked out of play.
Looks like the decision's gone against him there after a St. Joseph throw.
Ref had a change of heart. Get in for Strubino for the Monks. Here's the newly entered Sear. Elmore. Back to Sear. Sear sends it up ahead. Looking for Hewitt. Hewitt had it taken away. And here's Walter. Up ahead looking for Walter. And Sear will just boot it into the St. Joseph's fan section. Clear the danger for the time being. And Mitchell with a rare opportunity in St. Joseph territory. Under a minute left to play now in the first half. Get in for Valise. Valise to Rahman. Bit of fancy footwork there. And St. Mitchell.
We'll put you back on in a minute or two. I'm gonna just double make sure that's okay. But you guys are both doing really well. Good job with the save. Good job for figuring out this. Yeah, it's a lot of just clicking on things and hoping that it works.
Yeah, unplugging it. Yeah, it makes no sense. Like you can just restart the computer.
Yeah, it's just really frustrating because everything this is gonna sound like a stupid statement, but outside of for some reason that weird event mix-up, everything's been going fine other than the Wi-Fi. I also think because there's so many people that are all using the tough salt wireless, that's just but other than that, we've been okay. All right, so it's back on. We're getting roasted in chat. It's pretty funny.
Deservedly so.
We have one person defending us. Everybody else. This one lady is really mad.
What's she say?
You guys have one job. We have a lot more than one job. We're trying to do a million things at once. Bernie texted Alex. Just watch me play. I'm gonna look at it. I know, that's gonna be really awesome. Just every once in a while you get these teams. Things happen in volleyball.
Did they win this match?
Oh yeah.
And we're back. My name is Lucas Johnson, joined alongside by Lucas Pyle for today's Division III Men's Soccer Championship matchup featuring the St. Joseph College Monks and the Mitchell College Mariners. Once again, we'd like to apologize for the technical difficulties that we experienced in the first half. Just a bit of an issue with our Wi-Fi here at Tufts. But as we get ready to resume play, St. Joseph's leads 1-0. Lucas, what should we be expecting in the second half?
Well, if I'm being honest, I think we're just going to get the same what we got in the first half. I'm not sure what Mitchell can do to really change this game. It's been all St. Joseph, and we haven't really seen any signs to show that that could switch in Mitchell's favor. St. Joseph have dominated possession. Strabino and Tuomi in the center of the park dictating the play. And then Matos, of course, who got the goal, looking at danger up front.
We've been calling the name of Seth Strader a lot, the keeper for Mitchell. And I believe we've only called the name of Blake Mullen once. And that was due to a bit of a poor pass back by one of his defenders that he had to come off his line to boot away. Of course, St. Joseph's has not allowed a goal all season, so leading 1-0, Mitchell will have to come up with something kind of out of the ordinary to put one past Blake Mullen here. Let's get set to resume play. Sides have switched sides of the field.
Well, they'll need a little bit of luck, a little bit of magic, something special to find their way through this defense.
And once again, the winner of this game will play the Tufts University Jumbos tomorrow right here at Bellow Field, which will certainly be a challenge for whoever prevails in this match. The Jumbos, of course, the reigning national champions, are never an easy matchup to go against. The goal scorer, Brett Matos, back into the game for the Monks. Getting ready to take this kick to get us underway in the second half.
One thing to notice right away is Mitchell are going with two up top. Storton and Jose Ramon are both in the game.
We saw Ramon sub in earlier. Obviously, Mitchell needs to make up a goal differential right here as another ball comes our way and out of play. Mitchell with a quick throw. Brandon Mora and TJ Condon's pass is initially, it was broken up, and here comes St. Joseph's. Mitchell Duncan gives it up for Noah Robinson. Ball into the box, headed out of there. Dylan Tombarisa giving chase to that one. Bit of a wild shot by Rory Toomey. Strader will have a goal kick. Instant pressure there by the Monks. Looking to grab another goal. Get a nice cushion.
Well, you can hear the coach on the sideline, Adrian DuBois, yelling out for his side to continue to press, not let the pressure down.
Strader's kick goes straight to Toomey. Trevor Lopez to Toomey. Here's Robinson working down the sideline. Splits two Mariners defenders. Physical battle there between TJ Condon and Robinson, and it's going to go against Robinson. Referee has kept his cards in his pocket thus far. Of course, Division III tournament, you don't want any one team to have an advantage because of a bit of a ticky-tacky foul that results in a card. Taylor gives it to Galmer, and Galmer boots it up ahead.
Good flick.
Body hits the deck. That was Mitchell Duncan. No call. And play gets resumed.
Great press there.
Mora just lost it. Nice play there by Cody Elliott. Here's Taylor. Up head to Matos. Ball into the box. Duncan got a head on it. Matos battling for it. And Mitchell ends up with it.
Great run there by Atterbridge.
Up head now. This is Roman. Well, we saw Blake Mullen there come off of his line a bit Bit of a dangerous play as Mitchell almost flicked one right by him, but it trickles past the post.
Well, that was much better there from Mitchell. Started from Quinn Outerbridge, who made the interception and drove forward from the back. They got it forward to Jose Ramon. Just wasn't able to flick it in, but that was much better for Mitchell. And St. Joseph looked a little bit slow, looked a little bit sluggish at the start of the second half. You have to remember that anything can happen in these games.
Here's Baker. Already through 5 minutes, and it's Toomey on the ground.
Well, on first look, it looked like a surprise burst.
And Toomey gets up. He appears to be all right. Bit of a nasty collision there. Referee will have some words with some Mitchell players. Lengthy discussion between Outerbridge and the referee, but no card is issued.
You saw Toomey there clutching his ankle, suspecting maybe that he got the studs from Outerbridge, but referee just calming things down.
Comes the ball from Gaumer. Into the box, Toomey gets a head on it. And Strader able to deal with that one. Thrown for Mitchell, finds ahead of a St. Joseph's player. Cody Elliott splits defenders. Nice play there. Up ahead, Matos lets it trickle by. Outerbridge tracking it down. Opportunity here for St. Joseph's.
Another chance for a long throw.
Jackson Taylor to take. Taylor with the ball. Outerbridge gets a head on it, still loose. Good job by Mitchell to clear that ball.
Well, St. Joseph's has a lot of weapons. They've got their possession. Wingers out wide, Matos up front, but then they can also go direct if they want to. They've shown that with the corners and with the long throws.
Outerbridge simply had better position, beating Matos for that ball. Had Matos got a head on it, he could have made it too. Taylor settles it for Toomey. Bring it near side for Noah Robinson. Toomey has his pass intercepted by Mitchell. Onto the box. It up. Back to Tamarisa. Good chest flick by Taylor. Christian Urino is in the area, and Urino will throw it in for Mitchell. Get in for Tamarisa. Couple bodies hit the deck, no call. And here comes Toomey. Pass bounces off of Shea. Over to Outerbridge. Outerbridge with a good run here. Mitchell just cannot get that final pass into the box. They had a good stretch of passing there. Just can't get that final one to go through. Pass out of the reach of Matos. Already we've seen much better play from Mitchell. Only 9 minutes into the second half.
Once again, it was the center back Quinn Atterbridge driving forward from the back, getting the attack started with his driving runs.
Shea giving chase to that one. Little flick. Morrill send it upfield, where two St. Joseph defenders are waiting. Baker sends it up in the air. And we're going to have a whistle. And we're going to have our first card of the game, I believe. Yellow card going to go against William Ferguson. He does not like the call at all. Believe he got Mitchell Duncan of St. Joseph's.
Surprising decision there by the referee, because it's after the whistle was blown for a foul.
Going against St. Joseph's, you're right.
Yeah, it was a foul by Duncan initially, and it was sort of in the aftermath. I think the referees made the wrong decision there.
Unlucky there for Mitchell. The Mitchell fans here do not like the call at all. But ultimately, Mitchell has possession. Outerbridge wants to get it started. Went a little bit too early. Ref was not prepared. And now we'll get resumed. Shea gives to Condon. Urina's ball was not where he thought Brian Mora was. And here comes St. Joseph's. Matos. Elliott looking to turn the corner. He does so. Into the box now. Elliott lays it off. Mitchell Duncan just couldn't get a good foot on it. Deflects off of a Mitchell defender, and we'll have another St. Joseph's corner here.
Well, great play there by Mitchell on the break. It's Cody Elliott. Got away from his man. Good ball. Duncan nearly getting to it. Last-ditch defending there by Mitchell. But Duncan, Elliott, and Matos look at dangerous front three.
No, Robinson with a shot, forcing Strader to make another save. Good effort there by St. Joseph's, putting pressure on Mitchell at all times.
Struck it nicely, just wasn't able to get the dip that he would have wanted to.
And Mitchell with a poor play there. That was Tom Barisa trying to squeeze one through to a teammate, but Mullen was right there to make the save.
Well, I think Mitchell players on the sideline there wanted Tom Barisa to just have a go, test the goalkeeper.
Outerbridge beats Matos for that ball. Working on Mitchell Duncan. And I believe we're going to have a whistle going against Lopez of St. Joseph. 33 minutes left here in the second half. St. Joseph's leads Mitchell College by a score of 1-0. Play on, says the referee. TJ Condon working on two St. Joseph's defenders. Elliott winds up with it. James Shea bodies Elliott, but Elliott does a good job to get it up ahead to Mitchell Duncan. Here comes Duncan. And Duncan falls down. Just looking for a penalty there. No call from the ref. Good piece of defending there for Brian Mora.
Yeah, good defending for Mora. Got across, made a good challenge on Duncan.
Here's Outerbridge. Poor pass winds up with Taylor. Lopez hits the deck hard. Good tackle there. No call, and both players a little shaken up. Mitchell looking to run. They've got a player on the ground by midfield. Still with possession, though. They don't want to stop play. And finally, the side official will, as the Mitchell player is still down.
I think there was an offsides call there on Jose Ramon, but back to the man that's down.
Strader comes all the way out of his goal to go see how he's doing. Can't quite get a number. Not too sure who it is.
Seemed like a collision there between the Mitchell player and the St. Joseph player, number 27, Trevor Lopez. I think it was after the tackle had been made.
And of course, in this bitterly cold weather, everything will hurt a little bit more as the player gets up. It's William Ferguson. And he's going to come off the field under his own power. Always a good thing to see.
Well, the second half's certainly been a bit scrappier. Challenges flying in.
Well, it was a good effort from Lopez. Ultimately, it was a clean tackle, and both bodies just went flying, and I believe Ferguson just landed in an awkward position. This turf, obviously not the softest, but it's good to see he'll be all right.
I think he's coming right back on.
Couple substitutions coming on for St. Joseph's. Lopez and Duncan will take a seat. And we'll get play resumed here. Noah Elmore into the game, got a hit on that one. Valise sends it up. Finds Trabino. Here's Toomey. Near side to Robinson. Robinson turns the corner, puts the ball into the box. Elmore was there waiting. Good job by Mitchell to head that one away.
Lovely step over there by Robinson. And then a good ball, but well dealt with.
And here comes Mitchell.
Well, Jose Ramon did really well there to win a throw. Seemed like a lost cause, but allows Mitchell to advance up the field.
Mon gets it in for Shea. Mitchell playing much, much better here in the second half after having no real possession in the St. Joseph half in the first 45 minutes of play. We're seeing the ball in St. Joseph's territory much more often here in the second half. Ultimately still trailing by a 1-goal deficit. Here's Robinson. Give it back for Elliott. Elmore just lost it. Good battle for the ball, and Elmore.
Great work there.
Able to keep it in play, says the ref. Nice job. Matos lays it off for Strabino. Just couldn't get a lot of power behind that one. No real trouble there for Strader. Strader looking to push, but his attackers just weren't ready.
Well, every time he gets the ball straight, he's immediately looking for those front two.
Sean Baker sends it into the St. Joseph's fans. A couple of Mitchell substitutions will come onto the field now. Jean-Baptiste in for the Mariners. And Holland comes on the field as well. First time we're seeing them get action today. Condon's throw in for Shea. Elliott gives it to Matos. Matos battling Shea. Matos with quite the height advantage. Whistle going against Matos. Bit too physical there. A little bit of a word exchange there between Shea and Matos.
The right-hand side.
Long throw finds the head of Toomey. Over the crossbar and a little bit too far. No problem.
Robinson at the back post just couldn't find.
Whistle going to go against Mitchell here. Toomey for Robinson. Robinson. A shot. Post. Bino with it. Still loose. Elliott there. There just couldn't right on the line. So shot and goal is blocked once. And I'm sure Mitchell is relieved.
To keep Mitchell in the game.
Strobino.
How on earth he got to that Elliott effort, I'm not sure. That was a brilliant reaction save.
Baker for Elmore. Elmore turns the corner. Working on Shea. Elmore to Elliott. Elliott with the shot into the hands of Strader. Strader having to work quite a bit here in the second half.
Well, that save a bit easier. But once again, St. Joseph showing their quality. Good build-up play. Another good effort from Elliott. Well saved.
Mitchell passes that one out of bounds. A couple more substitutions for both sides here. Coming up on 24 minutes left to play in the second half. Mitchell still trails by 1 goal.
Good defending there.
Just Condon giving it up. Having to deal with it now for Mitchell. Toomey can settle on it. Strobino back to Toomey. Toomey with a shot well over the crossbar.
Well, after starting the half well, Mitchell, it's starting to play out like it was in the first half with St. Joseph just dominating and Strader having to make the saves to keep Mitchell alive.
Even on Strader's goal kicks, Mitchell just simply can't settle on the ball.
Great settle.
And here comes Elmore with it. Battle for the ball between Elmore and Longinaitis. Foul going to go against St. Joseph. Much to the pleasure of the Mitchell College Mariners fan base right here. Shea. Hard.
Be booked for that.
And the referee is going to burden
from Condon.
Now St. Joseph with just outside of the in a dangerous position here, looking to make it 2. Under 22 minutes left. It'll be Jesse Ramirez to take.
A lot of space there for those St. Joseph players to run across and make their runs. Here they come.
Flick on is in the back of the net. That's Quinn Hewitt from Ramirez. Make it 2-0 in favor of St. Joseph's. And they are comfortably in front here.
Well, I think that's just won the game there for St. Joseph. Hewitt making that diagonal run right across the area. Good ball in from Ramirez. And just a clever little finish there into that far corner. Caressing it into that far side with his left foot.
Beautiful execution there by the Monks. There was plenty. He would just. Gommer to Taylor. Taylor for Ramirez.
You can see here Du Bois from the sideline for St. Joseph yelling out, continue to press, can't let the pressure down.
Kind for Mora. Strobino with it. Flick it over for Taylor. Whistle going against Mitchell.
Well, for Mitchell right now, it seems as if the whole world is against them. Calls not going their way. Not able to keep the ball. It's tough. Very tough for them.
Gommer sends the ball edge of the area. It's tracked down by Longinaitis. Out of play for St. Joseph's throw. Mitchell. Long throw edge of the area. Outer bridge. Both guys hit the deck, no call. Mitchell throw. Once again, the winner of this game will face the Tufts University Jumbos tomorrow right here at Bellow Field.
Well, we really haven't seen enough of Staunton, the leading goal scorer for Mitchell, 11 goals on the season.
They need him now more than ever. Seems like every time Mitchell's had possession of the ball, it's been in their own half. Can't quite string together many passes in St. Joseph territory.
Another long throw opportunity here for St. Joseph.
Edge of the area finds Shea. Mitchell booted upfield. Whistle going against Mitchell. I believe that was Staunton. A little bit too physical there. And we're going to have a stop.
Well, I'm not really sure.
Staunton's going to get a talking to.
Not really sure why Staunton's complaining. It was a quite obvious foul. He was pulling Strobino back there.
Bit of frustration perhaps setting in now. Of course, these games are all win or go home. It's a ball into the box. Cleared by Mitchell. Outerbridge sends it upfield. Look for Roman. No real threat there from Mitchell. Outerbridge battling Strobino for it. Outerbridge's ball with a shot, and Outerbridge finds the back of the net. How about that? 17 minutes left in the second half, and Mitchell breaks through.
Well, something out of nothing, moving Outerbridge up front. And I think that comes to a shock to St. Joseph that it's been so comfortable for them. Remember, it's the first goal they've allowed all year. And let's see how they respond to that. This is something new that they're experiencing, allowing a goal. Mistake at the back there. You know, they've shown hints of lack of concentration at times, St. Joseph, and they're made to pay there. But what a finish. Great
St.
finish.
Joseph looked a little bit sloppy there on that first clearance. Outerbridge had a ball that slipped by a couple defenders, but St. Joseph's was able to send it back for the time being, but Outerbridge was there, and he just saw some space and took a strike.
Well, this is a big moment now for St. Joseph. How do they respond to this? Haven't conceded at all this year. They've been really comfortable in this game. Now they've been hit back. And they've got to show some mental strength. They haven't had to deal with anything like this in the regular season.
And already Mitchell with a set piece here. 16:20 left in the second half. Shea with an opportunity to perhaps level this game up at 2. Shea with the ball. Into the box, headed out by St. Joseph's. Outer bridge. Not too sure what he's trying to do there. Trying to do it all perhaps, but here comes St. Joseph's. Baker with a bit of a too heavy touch. And Baker was offsides. Good idea there from Baker, just a little bit too eager.
Well, it was a good play there to catch him offside.
Well, Hewitt's insurance goal looming large now as the deficit has been cut to 1. Strobino gives to Hewitt. Pass out of bounds. Mitchell will have it. Looking for Walter on that throw. Booted out. Get in for Walter now. Walter with a bit of a poor touch. And Taylor will just boot it upfield. Elmore battling Shea for the ball. Shea's got it. Here's Mora working on Elmore. Mora's ball intercepted by Ramirez. And Mora will boot that one out of play.
A good play there by Ramirez. Just holding the ball up, allowing St. Joseph to advance it, and just telling his teammates just to relax, play calm, play how they were playing before they conceded.
And an absolute wave of substitutions coming on now for St. Joseph's. 3 players just switched onto the field, and I believe 3 more are lining up at the scorer's table, ready to check in at the next opportunity.
Well,
Under 15 left to play.
They've brought Robinson back on. They've brought Matos back on to try and see this game out.
Matos to Robinson.
Great turn. Lovely
Robinson
play.
gets by Mora in the corner with space. Ball in the box. Toomey with it. Robinson with a little back heel. Neither team able to control the ball, and here's Outerbridge. Outerbridge battling Robinson, and Robinson wins that battle. Toomey slows it down, gives to Duncan. Shea battling Duncan. And Mitchell Duncan will be whistled for a bit of an aggressive tackle there.
Seemed a bit of a harsh call there. But we saw some good skill on this sideline. Bit of cheeky flicks.
Ferguson sends it upfield. Toomey gets ahead on it. Strobino will calm it down and send it upfield. Valiz kicks it out. Cody Elliott into the game. Trevor Lopes as well. Tom Barisa comes in for Mitchell as well.
Lopez doing well to win a free kick there in that far corner.
St. Joseph's looking for some insurance here. They're in an unfamiliar spot, as you mentioned. Coming into this game, they had not allowed a goal all season. Quite the feat. And here in the second half, they finally broke. Still up by 1 goal here. About 12 minutes left to play. Elliott's ball headed out of there by Mitchell. Still in danger. Mitchell forced to just send that one upfield. Taylor's waiting for it. Strobino shading his eyes from the sun. I don't think he saw that one.
Oh, that's
and Walter got
call.
A hand on that one. And the ref is going to call it. Not sure if that was intentional, but the ref He's going to give the ball to St. Joseph's.
His hands were by his side, not in a natural position. Couldn't have moved them. They were right next to each other, and that was a harsh call.
Urena sends it upfield. And Taylor just gives it right away. Outerbridge with it. Not what St. Joseph's wanted there. Up ahead for Walter.
Nice ball.
Walter was onsides. Walter just slipped there, and Gaumer winds up with the ball. Gaumer sends it in. Strobino got a foot on it. Toomey sends it near side of the field for Robinson. Tom Barisa's pass finds the foot of Strobino. Here's Cody Elliott. Give to Robinson. Robinson working on Tom Barisa. In the corner, gets by his man. Ball into the box, into the hands of Seth Strader. Good opportunity there for St. Joseph's. So we have less than 10 minutes left in the second half. Robinson to Elliott. Shea battling Duncan. This is Condon with it. Condon up ahead looking for Storton.
Lovely weighted ball there from Condon.
Poked out by Baker. Mitchell will have a throw. Tom Barisa gets it to Urena with some space. And Urena trips.
I think they're going to try and get a long throw here into the box. They've got Outbridge. They've got Ramon.
They'll let Condon do the honors. Condon with the ball, edge of area. Headed off by Matos. And here comes Elliott with some space. Tom Barisa's ball just deflected right off of Elliott, and Elliott is off and running. He's got Duncan in the middle of the field. Get it to Duncan. Duncan with an opportunity to beat Strader, but Strader got to that ball first.
Well, Strader
excellent
did really
opportunity.
well there. Cool as you like.
Beautiful ball by Cody Elliott, just a little bit too much on it, allowing Strader to beat Duncan to the spot. But St. Joseph's is not done threatening yet. Toomey for Matos. Matos, little flick for Elliott. Just a little bit out of his reach.
Well, if they'd finished that off, that would have been a lovely team goal.
Taylor sends it into the box. Strader comes off his line to grab that one. He's looking to push. Outerbridge. Intercepted by Strobino. Tom Barisa not happy. He had space. But Outerbridge just couldn't find him. Poor pass there by Elliott. Toomey will settle it down for Matos. Seven and a half left to play. Roman battling Toomey. Whistle going to go against St. Joseph's.
They've got to get
set piece opportunity here for Mitchell.
It's got to be a good delivery. Now or never right now for Mitchell. To try and complete this remarkable comeback.
Outerbridge will be the one to take. Blake Mullen directing traffic. Outerbridge with a low ball. I believe that was off the foot of Elliott.
Really poor delivery. And that's a letdown for Mitchell. Chance to put the ball in the box, and they wasted it.
That occasionally works when you're just going up against the wall and everybody jumps, but when you have that much traffic, I think they could have done better. And here comes two for Lopes. Lopes looking to turn the corner. Crossing the box off of Strader's hands. And Mitchell with an opportunity with 6 minutes left here.
Lovely. Oh, unlucky.
Good effort there by Staunton. Couldn't quite get it to Outerbridge. Battle for the ball between Robinson and Urena. Urena winds up with it. And he'll pass it back to Strader.
Yeah, they've got to go more direct now, Mitchell. They've got to get it up to those three big men up front.
Roman. Starting with the poor miss hit there. I believe he was trying to get a shot off, but clearly just went off the side of his foot. Luckily for Mitchell, it's Walter with it. Gift for Outerbridge. Outerbridge slipped as he shot that one. It's still loose. Staunton with the shot, and it finds the back of the net. But the offsides flag is up. I don't think the Mitchell fans have realized it yet, but the offsides flag is up. A circus shot there by Staunton, but it will not count. What an effort there by Mitchell and Staunton. Staunton was on his back. Just kind of flicked it on with his head, and it trickled in the back of the net. Unluckily for him, he was offsides.
Well, Tamburisa upset with that call. Not really sure what happened. It wasn't a really weird acrobat. I think in the end, the linesman did.
Robinson gets it in. Robinson just
Thrown problems. At the back.
won this game yet. Side. Needs one goal. The equal. He had all over him. Straight. He wins the battle between him and Shea. Poked out by.
Smart play there from Elliott, taking it to the corner, wasting time.
This was a bit slow. Taylor to throw. Gives it to.
Oh, it's a corner.
And you're right, it did deflect off of a Mitchell defender. St. Joseph's with more opportunity to waste clock. Under 2 minutes left now. Let's see if they send a ball into the box or if they just keep it short, force a Mitchell defender to poke it out.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to play it short and Matos.
Beautiful piece of skill there. Working on 2 defenders. And he's going to get whistled for a shove on Walter, and he does not like the call whatsoever. It's not his best interest to argue right now. His team needs him to get back and help with one or two last defensive stands here. Here's Outerbridge, but Toomey able to get that ball. Ramirez just sends it upfield, and Shea will head it out. Coming up on 60 seconds left. Mitchell needs a goal. Once again, the referee will stop the clock. Taylor's a little bit slow to get to. Nice shot by 38 seconds. Over to 25 seconds. And that is going to do it. Just wind down. But does not. One back in the second field.
Deserved 16th.
For an excellent season. I believe this was their. Thank you all.
I was starting to like shiver there towards the
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I was just dying.
My toe was like blocked.
That was a really damn good game.
Oh my god.
Dude, I thought we were going to overtime. I was scared. I was like, no.
Yeah, I was like, please God.
Thanks for noticing that. I totally wouldn't have seen that.
on the
The
outside.
flag was up, yeah.
Yeah, I just like looked over and then
Yeah, that's brutal. I mean, I didn't even know what was happening. It was like slow motion.
like
Like he was on his back. And